from young Iraqis who have to live with a dangerous situation every day. Well, the violence did touch one Iraqi child, 5-year-old Youssif. He suffered more than enough of the violence that has ripped his country apart, that's for sure. We reported on the horror he went through, and the result was an outpouring of sympathy from you, our viewers. Arwa Damon has more on the extraordinary next chapter of Youssif's story.
This has been an amazing journey for 5-year-old Youssif and his family, a dream come true, a dream that Youssif's parents risked their lives to tell by telling their story to the world, the story of their 5-year-old son whose face was grotesquely disfigured after masked men poured gasoline on him and set him on fire. Their journey from Amman, Jordan, took 24 hours to complete. They finally arrived here in Los Angeles, California to begin months-long, if not a year-long medical treatment for their son. The family arrived in California, was greeted by Barbara Friedman and other members of the Children's Burn Foundation that came forward offering to help Youssif and his family. Here, we're in front of the Grossman Burn Center where Youssif is going to be receiving his medical treatment. The family, when they arrived in the United States, was so struck by the reality that they were finally here that they were left speechless. All they could say was that this felt like a dream come true, that they felt like they were in paradise. Youssif's mother, when they arrived at their new apartment, stepped out and said, "My God, you can't hear the gunfire, you can't hear the bullets or the explosions." This is a family that lived in a small one-room home in a violent Baghdad neighborhood where their son suffered a horrific attack, and now they have found themselves in a 2-bedroom, 1-living-room home filled with toys for Youssif, where he began to play almost immediately upon arrival. Despite being exhausted from the trip, he and his family laughing, screaming, shouting. Such a true pleasure to finally see this family taking such joy in what was happening around them when they have suffered so much. This journey that they're undertaking, largely due to the outpouring of support that came from viewers, various organizations that put their names forward wanting to help, the U.S. Embassy that helped expedite the family's travel documents that allowed them to finally come to the United States. This is, though, the beginning of what is sure to be a very painful process for Youssif and his family. He's expected to have to undergo multiple surgeries, treatment lasting anywhere from 9 months to about 1.5 years. And there's, of course, the grave concern of the psychological impact that the attack has had on this little child. But right now, all the family can really concentrate on and focus on is that the risk they took has finally paid off. This is a dream come true for them, and they now know that at the very least, they gave it their best shot and that their little boy is going to be receiving the best treatment that is out there in hopes that in the future he will have a relatively normal life. Arwa Damon, CNN, Los Angeles.